Hi, you West Coasters. It's Lee here from West Coast Martial Arts. How are you doing? So it's just a quick post, really, just around what's interested you in having your child try a martial arts class. So we get people come to the martial arts centre for lots of different reasons. Some parents, they just worry about their kids in life. They want them to be a bit more confident, to stand up for themselves. We get some parents whose kids, they won't put their hands up in a class. They're nervous to ask for help. Some kids that just seem really shy. They just don't trust anybody. They won't make friends quickly with other kids. They find it difficult to talk to grown-ups as well. And other parents as well, they just want their kids to just live their best life, to be active, to do something fun. And especially when you've had a parent that's done martial arts themselves, we want the kids to kind of have the opportunities that we had as well. I'm a parent too, and I wanted my kids to do the same, but I also wanted them to have opportunities I never got to have as well. So there's lots of reasons that people bring their kids to try a martial arts class. But one of the challenges that sometimes comes up with parents is that it's hard to get the kids off the screen, too much screen time. And I guess I like to know what do they mean by screen time? Because you've got the TV, you've got apps, you've got mobile phones, tablets, you've got games consoles as well and stuff like that. And they worry that the kids are too involved, too deep into those. And actually, when they take those consoles, those games, those apps away, they notice the difference in the kids. Almost like an extension of themselves. It's like losing a part of their personality as well. And the challenge is always kind of getting that yin and that yang, that balance, that bit in between. And it's very much a personal parenting question, that. So I'm not going to try and dig in there and kind of solve anybody's problems on that front. But I get that kids like games because there's a level of challenge, there's a level of risk, there's consequences. You have to respawn, you have to start again, things like that. So we do our best to try and bring what makes the best element of a game into the martial arts class. A little bit like, I suppose, Mr. Miyagi. If you've seen the film The Karate Kid, kind of the old wax on, wax off. I know it's not the most fun thing for kids to think about, but if you get the idea that actually you hide the learning in another activity, just make it more fun, make it more challenging. There's a desire from the kids to want to train. There's that excitement. There's that want for progress. That feeling of achievement, especially when you feel like the hero of your own story. When they get that feeling, and that's why kids love martial arts. That's why they progress really well. They achieve their goals with martial arts as well. So I suppose we use the Mr. Miyagi terminology, but the modern approach is like the gamification of a martial arts class as well. And when you've got those elements, you've got a really great experience. But try and explain that to your 7-year-old who's got their nose, this close to a Nintendo Switch, and kind of building the excitement to want to come and try a martial arts class. I get it. It's a completely different thing because you've got to get them off the console into something they can train in, into a car, into a venue, into places they don't know, into a room full of strangers. So we do our best to help them make a friend, help them get excited about the training, help them feel comfortable, help them feel connected. And then when they try a class, we want them to have a best experience. I mean, at the end of the day, we want kids to live their best life. And part of that is making good decisions. And if martial arts is a good fit for them, that's brilliant. We want to help. And if it's not, they tried it. That still makes them a winner. It still makes them the hero of their story as well. There's lots of other activities that they can try that might be a better fit for them as well. But if we can help, we always will. So there you go, I suppose. We get a lot of parents that want their kids to just be more active. And we're really good at helping kids kind of find that confidence to get over that leap of that anxiety to try a martial arts class. And they do find that they get very active in our class. We've kind of got our own unique style, which is no downtime. And it doesn't mean that they don't get a breather or a break. There just isn't much time when they're training in a martial arts class where they're not challenged, they're not enjoying, they're not smiling, they're not sweating, they're not learning, they're not progressing. They're doing all those things. We just sometimes hide it with a game or a challenge and stuff. And even, I suppose, to somebody that's onlooking, they think, hang on, what are they learning there? But there's analogies in everything we do to build the skill. We hide a lot of the martial arts skills in these really fun challenges. So the kids have an amazing experience on the mats as well. So if you think you like your kid to be a bit more active and you're a little bit worried that actually, you know what, it might be too much of a jump for them to try a martial arts class, or you don't want that battle of getting them off the games console and into the car or whatever to try a class, we might be able to help. We might be able to work with you. You might be able to work with your child, kind of help them along in that journey. So with pleasure, bring them down. Try a class on us. See how they enjoy it. See what they think. We have a talk about it, and we're here to help with the kids as well. One observation I have got: we've got a lot of kids in the class that they've got younger brothers or older brothers that train, and I have observed that the ones that do make the jump from being at the side and on their screen time to the mats, they've got that balance right. They've got that where they can stop one thing and start the other brilliantly. The kids that are on the Nintendo Switch, just out of curiosity, are your kids on tablets, apps on in the iStore, or are they on a Nintendo Switch? Because it'd be good to get your feedback. Are the games better on the Switch for kind of building the confidence, building the self-esteem, and for kids to park it so they can stop one thing and start something else? But we have noticed there's about 6 or 7 kids that are at the side waiting for their younger brothers or sisters to finish their class before they go on. They make that switch really smoothly, and then they hand over, and then their sibling that goes on the console was their training. I guess that's the perfect balance that we're talking about that we want to help with. Anyhow, we're West Coast Martial Arts. I'm Lee Douglas, the founder and chief coach. We're over in Fulwood in Preston, just opposite the Aldi, the Costa, the Subway, the Burger King. Loads of parking on site. Come on down. We'll get you a coffee, and we'll see if we can help your kids have the world's best gamified martial arts class. Bye for now.